Listen, the thing about it is, I think penalty kick taking is an art. It is a skill. And if you are a penalty, especially if you're a forward now, based on the evidence of, we've had so many penalty shootouts, especially at the European Championships, statistics will show you that if you play that ball, some people go down the centre because they know the keeper's diving, which is fine unless you're Johnny Evans. But more often than not, if you play that ball in that top left, top right hand corner, keepers more often than not are diving down and they're not making that save. His was 4 or 5 yards away from middle of the goal. Good, so easy for him to save.
Yeah, I think there was the stats last season were interesting about the number of penalties missed. There was a really high percentage of penalties in the top flight missed last season. So I don't know if it's maybe nerves, if it's just trying to keep your composure in that situation. But I think you're right. I think you should always score from a penalty. I think it is a skill.
Yeah, 12 yards out, Ruffy, for God's sake, man. Free shot. I notice a lot of players, more often than not now, because they know the players, the keeper is studying it, they tend, they're going down the middle, you know. But when you go high left, Harry Kane's brilliant at it. He always takes it high. So even if you're guessing right, you need to be making some amount of dive and height to get it.
Yeah, I think so. I think Tavernier's doing exactly what you're saying. You know, he's got the confidence in his ability to hit it high. If you hit it high, you know, sometimes you can go too high, but he's okay. But the goalkeeper
Tavernier tends to put it right in the post.
Whips that across
the goalkeepers have now sussed out the coming off your line. If you watch them now, they're leaving one of their feet behind the line. Next time you see a penalty, goalkeepers actually putting their leg behind the line, so they're going to go early. But their feet's behind the line, even though they go early, so they're not going to get pulled up.
Yeah, who's the best penalty kick taker you've ever?
David Cooper.
Yeah?
And John Robertson.
John Robertson of Hearts?
No,
John Robertson, Robbo of Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 every time.
Yeah. One of the best penalty
Pirlo for me.
Pirlo? Yeah. Ali? Good question, eh?
Not sure.
Yeah. Matt Tissier scored 49 out of 50.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was a Scottish, Raymond Stewart.
Raymond Stewart was a good. Phil Neal was a good penalty taker.
Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irwin, yeah.
Off topper.
Shut up. He's just made up a 50s name just to let you think he was going back in time. Honestly.
Who was the guy for Rangers that was famous, an older player?
Oh.
South African born.
Yes.
No.
Johnny Hubbard.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yes, he did, yeah.
What a good show.
Aye,
He had a book out called The Penalty King.
Aye, that's right, aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, Johnny Hubbard, Allison with a 1,000-yard stare there, Ali. I know, the only reason I know is because I think I was there for the book launch as well, but he was good at it as well. There's bound to be 1,000,001. I was just thinking more in a Scottish perspective. Raymond Stewart was absolutely magnificent at taking penalties, and John Robertson scored down at Wembley with a penalty kick.
David Cooper scored against Wales.
Yeah.
Very crucial. I think it's all about bottle as well.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're taking a penalty and you're winning 4-0. You know, but take the penalty when it's nothing each and it's the last minute and you're in the way, you're taking it against the wayside. You know.
To tell you when I was at Hibs, Peter, we played Hearts in a derby game live in the telly, and it was 0-0, terrible game, and we got a penalty in literally injury time, and Mixu, Matt Lennon took it, and he tried to dink Antiniemi because it was a finish, because they were kind of psyching each other out.
Yeah.
And I was on the bench thinking, we get double bonus to beat Hearts, 1,800 quid or something. Right? So big Mixu goes up, tries to dink it and hits it out of the bar. And he came in, Mixu's massive. And I'm just, somebody's going to say something to him about that. McLeish never said anything. Not one of the players said anything. He never even apologised.
Is that right?
Said, oh, lucky. On to the next game. But 1,800 quid it cost me. We tried to dink the goalie. Mixu.
Yeah.
No, I forgot that.
Yeah,
Have you chinned him since?
No.
Yeah.
Because he was a big boy.
Yeah, absolutely he was. And if you are listening, Mixu, any chance, 1,800 quid would still be good for him. Thanks to Stuart Derrick, who said Hamish McAlpine used to take
Hamish used to take them, yeah. I remember he took one against Rangers at Ibrox. I think he scored as well.
Yep.
How was your record at saving penalties, Ruffy? Did you save many?
Not great.
No.
Not great.
After
Dive, or did you stay in the middle? What did you do?
I went the same way 5 times. If it was a 5, I always went the same way 5 times under the logic
that one
the
of
penalty kicker's going to say he's not going to go there again, is he?
sports science back in the day.
that's rock.
Do you see how it's moved on? But at the World, at the Euros,
know,
the
and
World
the
Cup, they've got it in the
balls.
balls, and I can't remember who it was. It was one of the countries that went to penalties, and the guy that was taking the penalty kick knew.
Right, and he
the
covered
goalkeeper,
it.
and he went behind the goal and grabbed the bottle and threw it into the crowd.
That's right.
I mean, that's
So
a
he
bit-
didn't have a clue who was taking it, where they were putting it.
That's a good idea. Nobody beats Panenka, and I think a lot of people have mentioned that as well. And of course, Ronald Koeman is another one that a lot of people have mentioned taking penalty kicks. And I did mention Artur Boruc, I think, took one in a game
top
against
corner.
Dundee United in a penalty
Was that
shootout.
shootout?
Did that not go to 12-11?
I was just about to say it'd gone right.
Yeah. So there's all. What are you?
Read that.
Yeah, is this the golf one? Golf has just sent us one. He says, I was at that game, still raging with Mixu.
Thanks, thank you.
There you are. Yeah, but he's raging and he missed it. You're just financially raging. There's a difference.